Hello, I'm Jo Robinson. I'm the Regional Director with Visit Scotland. We are the National Tours Board for Scotland, so we promote Scotland as a destination to visit and enjoy a fantastic holiday. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the skills that are really vital in my role, how you can develop them, and why it's important to develop these kind of skills. So the first skill is confidence. This is a really important skill in my role. I'm out and about presenting often. I go out and tell people about Visit Scotland's insights into different tourism markets, performance, how different sectors are performing, all kinds of topics. And I also have to represent Visit Scotland in senior meetings. And that is about presenting somebody who is an expert in tourism, certainly an expert in what Visit Scotland does. And really, I think confidence is about showing other people that you trust in yourself so that they trust you. Another skill that's very important is creativity. I think that I define creativity as really imagining what's possible. It's about not just sticking with what is, being able to create something better, something brilliant in your imagination, and then follow through with that to make it a reality. Teamwork is also a very important skill, and certainly in my role I rely on so many different people to get my job done. It's about recognising other people's strengths and that the whole of the team, what they can deliver, utilising everybody's individual skills and strengths, is so much more valuable than anything that I could achieve on my own. Communication in general is also very important. I think that in my role is about listening to what's really being said. Sometimes people aren't hearing what's actually being said in a conversation. And I think what's happening there is you're letting your own ego get in the way. And also you need to be very clear in your own communications because you want to make sure that what you say is heard in the way that you intend. So much of my job is communicating, whether it's in person or on video calls, doing a lot of them at the moment, or presenting, or even in written communication. We put out a lot of articles, I send a lot of emails, and you need to be able to make yourself understood and create the right impression. And lastly, problem solving. For me, this is about being the finder of solutions. So as an employer, you want somebody in your team who isn't just going to turn up with a list of problems, who can think beyond that, use some of that creativity, use some of those teamwork skills to think about what would the solution be to that problem, or what are several different solutions, and then we can help, run through those different scenarios and find out what's going to be the best overall solution. I think it's important to have these kind of skills in a role like mine, and indeed any role, because being conscious of the skills that you have and the value that that can bring to an employer is exactly what you're going to be asked to demonstrate in an interview. So it's not knowledge, it's not really the same thing as having knowledge. It's being able to demonstrate that you can do what you say you can do. So in an interview situation, you need to have a bank of examples you can draw on to demonstrate to the interviewer that you have that skill. So how can you kind of develop those skills so that you have relevant examples, whether it's from volunteering or work placements or your personal life, is really important to start building up that proof that you can do what you say you can do. I often think with skills, when you're thinking about them, it's helpful to kind of flip it and think, imagine somebody who doesn't have any of these skills. So they are very poor communicators, they turn up with a list of problems, they're impossible to work with, nobody wants to be in a team with them, they've got no creativity, they can't think about anything beyond the way things already are. And they're so lacking in confidence that they don't want to take on any projects, don't want to put their head above the parapet and make themselves vulnerable. Does that sound like somebody that you would want to pay your hard-earned money to as a business owner or the head of an organisation? I don't think so. You wouldn't have confidence in that person to deliver the role that you need them to. So how do you get these skills? I've mentioned volunteering and work placements are two really, really good ways of getting out there, starting to develop some of these skills, doing real life work tasks. Also just doing things for friends and family, thinking about your own network, who you know in your life, what clubs are you a member of, or would your parents or family members have access to? What opportunities could they provide to help expose you to the workplace or expose you to these types of tasks that are going to help you to develop these skills? As an employer, people are your most important resource, and you really need that bank, that army of highly skilled people to help you grow your business and achieve your objectives. And the people that are going to be most equipped to help you do that are the people who are confident, creative, can bring people together to work for common goals, are good communicators and able to solve problems and not let that roadblock put them off track. So do try your best to develop some of these skills. They are really, really important. They've been hugely important for me in my career. And whatever job you end up doing, you will draw on these 5 core skills. So they're really important.